Hi everyone. Today I'm bringing up a very important topic. Are you a sensitive person? See, whenever people speak about this topic, they are either referring to somebody reacting to some stimuli. And जैसे कि they कहना कि you are a very sensitive person, and today I want to, through this video, I want to declare that sensitivity is actually a blessing and it's not a curse. And most people in your life will actually tell that sensitivity is a abnormal thing, you should not be so sensitive and all that. Normally women hear this thing, but now I've started seeing that men also hearing this a lot. So there are multiple aspects which I would cover. First of all, if this topic is interesting, see, I'm bringing it at a great risk, and the kind of insights I will share, you will see hardly anybody else sharing on this entire ecosystem. So let's begin. See, sensitivity is your response to certain stimuli, and essentially you are noticing more, and that is where your body is or mind is creating responses to those stimuli more and more. अब इसमें ये होता है एग्जाम दैट पीपल ट्राई टू actually gaslight you and actually sabotage your perception of reality. See, your perception of reality comes to the degree you are able to see, which comes under your refinement, how much you yourself are aware so much. For example, if you start doing a lot of meditation, lot of pranayam and siddhi sadhanas and all that, your level of your awareness rises sooner or later, because those are the practices. You are able to even detect. That is why so many people cannot stand specks of dust also. For one person in a hostel, in a boys hostel, there will be a man who will keep everything very very neatly, very very organized, and he would not let even a speck of dust. उसके पास अपना झाड़ू होगा, अपना पोछा होगा. Those are the most attractive men eventually in the macroeconomic energy scale. बट देन देर विल बी पीपल जिनका सारा कबाड़ा फैला रहेगा, ना उनका कोड अच्छा, नीदर इज देयर कोड वेरी क्लीन, नॉर समटाइम्स देयर रूम इज वेरी क्लीन, नॉर समटाइम्स देयर वे दे हैंडल विद पीपल इज वेरी क्लीन. बट क्या होता है ना कि दे वुड सी समथिंग विच इज एक्सप्लॉयटेबल. मोस्ट पीपल इन दिस वर्ल्ड would see something very exploitable about you, and they would try to see ki, okay, this is something that troubles you, and then to destroy your perception of reality, which is a common game of gaslighting. People do it on the name of religion, people do it on the name of anything, sexuality, gender, anything, and everybody is doing it. Most people do it consciously. I'm sorry to say, I do not go with the general therapeutic notions or the therapy notions that people do it unconsciously. They don't do that. Number one. So if somebody is saying to you that are you too sensitive, I would say next time, one empowering thing you should know, that it is a good thing. It is a blessing that you are sensitive. Basically, you are aware. See how damaging changes come in. Now I'll tell you a deep secret. If you want to create transitions from A to B to C to D, the delta between A to B, if it is just less than the noticeable difference between the most common people at the most awareness level. See, people, politicians, businessmen, everybody is very smart over here. They will keep, sorry for that, but yeah, they will keep their changes to the perceptions level that most people will not even notice. Only intelligent people and the people who have some acumen above a certain level, they will notice these changes. To undermine them, these rascal number ones would actually speak up that bhaiya, we would that you are sensitive, you are the one at fault, essentially trying to undermine you. All I'm trying to say is, in 2026, if somebody says that you are sensitive, for example, a child is very sensitive. For example, I'll give you a female child or a small bachchi. See, ये एक deep secret a lot of people don't know. male brains are not tuned to perceive stimulus so much. For example, for a woman can distinguish between and yes, when I'm using the word woman, I'm talking about body, about that distinction. A woman can make distinctions between lavender, lilac, violet, and what do you say, these tea, all these colors. Men will see everything as purple. See, the difference between lilac and violet and lavender is too big, because on the vision spectrum nodes here, there are 35 neuroclusters in a woman's mind. They're condensed, but they are 35 or more probably to see the colors. Men have only 5, that too distributed, which is there. See, the way testosterone and all those like how do I use this word? The endocrinosexuality of that that talks about how different types of hormone have shaped men's male and female brains. Men can see 25 feet ahead and they can do reverse parallel parking easily. But a woman's brain and the body is naturally very tuned. If a man does advanced meditations and sadhanas, vipassana and awareness, he can also notice these things. For example, after some time, an advanced, a little bit yogi can notice that a person standing 25 feet away from him has a lot of anger. It pinches actually. So, for example, a female child or a bachchi would know कि ये uncle की नीयत खराब है, but just that that uncle comes in some distant relative, ये problem Indian में ज़्यादा है. बाहर ये like this problem is more with Indians. This problem is not with any other nationality. A lot of Western nations don't have this nonsense. Indians have this politeness का ना issue की misrepresented versions of sanskars. A lot of this, and I have no shame in declaring it outrightly. We have misrepresented sanskar. That is why women not made to feel safe, which is bad. If a girl comes and says, you should take it into notice and do something about that. हर relative से मिलने की जरूरत नहीं है if it is making you unsafe, because that our duty is to understand these things. See, I wish more and more people are sensitive and aware and intelligent, because then only you will be able to decipher. The JNI is low, so most people, if they notice the change, they will call out the rascaldom and the foolishness, and then there is no other alternative than the benefit of the people. And certain parties are not interested, and unfortunately those are the people who have the most decision making authorities nowadays. My point is, let nobody come and talk that you're sensitive. अच्छा इसमें एक ये भी है ना, people are very nasty also nowadays. They will write all kinds of bhadda comments. Female YouTubers and female influencers and even males go through this a lot. They will write something very, very, very bad. So for them, I have a very deep message that, not a very deep, it's a practical observation. See, we all know there's a particular wing that is paid to write very, very nasty messages on certain things. Do you know what is the rate they get? For 1000 messages for 1000 messages, they get 500 rupees. So if somebody is writing a very nasty comment to you, the value of that word is less than 50 paisa, 0.50 INR, which is somewhere like $0.0001. 0.1 cent की वैल्यू की औकात नहीं है सामने वाले की. So you should not, first of all, you can come out and say कि good message की नहीं. Understand that person is doing so much of nonsense, he is bringing so much of misfortune onto him, and he is not even getting paid. मतलब मान लो if somebody is getting paid 50,000 rupees for one such nasty message, then even then I will not do. 5 crores के लिए भी ऐसा message मैं ना लिखूँ. But then the point is कि 50 पैसे की औकात नहीं उस आदमी की, so you should not disturb your mind for that. If the value of that nasty comment is less than 50 paisa, That is a different thing. He's destroying his karmic security. He's actually inviting a lot of hurt that he has to understand, and most people of that cadre will not. But or some people will, but you understand that you should not be shaken by the likes of those. My agenda, just like my personal consultations and courses, is to elevate people. You can reach out to me about that. The message over here is do not ever feel that if you are aware and if you are noticing some concerns that you are wrong just because some person is gaslighting you to say that you are too sensitive. Nobody is too sensitive, first of all. Doesn't mean that you make a ruckus out of it, and but then you also need to understand your perceptions might not be wrong. There is a part 2 to this where some things actually go wrong, which also have to be called out. कि कहाँ it might be a mistake and कहाँ it might be psychosis also. But then that I will share in a different video. How did you find this video? What do you think about people saying that are you too sensitive? Just write this and let me know. Write it in the comments. Share this video across people. If you feel that somebody is sensitive or somebody is too insensitive to know what you are feeling, just share this video across. Have a good day and